Welcome back and on to the big story that we've tracked here on Mirror now for the last many days. It's been 3 days since a fire and a disastrous fire broke out in a hospital in Maharashtra's Bhandara and claimed the lives of 10 infants. Unfortunately, there has been absolutely no action taken whatsoever to hold anybody accountable. No F.I.R. registered, no arrests made. Now, we're given to understand that an investigation, a probe that was conducted into this hospital fire revealed glaring lapses, which is why we are saying why no accountability. Sources have told Mirror now that this hospital was actually functioning without a fire NOC since 1981. Nobody ever bothered to see if this hospital was following all the fire safety norms, because only when you do that check do you give them a certificate saying, yes, here is your NOC. The ward where the tragedy actually unfolded was without a fire NOC since 2015. The building was handed over without an occupation certificate. Now, in fact, let me also take you through some of the other lapses that we found in various other hospitals in this area. No smoke detectors at the Gondia District Hospital or fire alarms. Only one fire extinguisher in that hospital. No training whatsoever given on how to operate the fire extinguisher to the staff which is present there. No mock fire drills that have been held recently. No provision for emergency exit. Now the question is, while the state has decided to carry out a check about fire safety and fire NOC and do an audit across hospitals, are we not going to hold somebody accountable for not doing their job for years together? That one fine day led to loss of 10 lives, to death of 10 little children? That's the only question that I want to ask this evening. And Arvind Sawant, Member of Parliament of Lok Sabha of the Shiv Sena, joins me this evening. I also have Devyani spokesperson of the BJP, joining us this evening. But Mr. Sawant, why is it that we are talking about holding a few staff members accountable or running fire audits, but not holding those people responsible who didn't follow the rules for years together?
I think whatever report you were giving was absolutely correct. And I feel, it's really unfortunate. It's a sorry state of affair carried for years together. But just because this year it was a corona, naturally everybody was concentrating on corona. And therefore the situation after this very, very tragic incidents came into the knowledge of right from the Chief Minister to everyone that such a lapses were carried out for the years together. And I don't want to defend anything about it. You won't believe the Honorable Chief Minister immediately rushed to the spot. He himself was not in a position to speak a single word about it. He said, I am really silent, I am really mute, I cannot console the people who lost their lives, the parents of the children. We cannot console them. He was in such a situation. Therefore, he was very angry and said that, no, I am not going to tolerate anyone on it, whoever it may be, and has set an inquiry immediately. And not only that, he has set an inquiry. He said that the inquiry should be completed within a very short period and the report should be done. Whoever it may be will not be spared at all.
No, but what is this short period of time? We already know, sorry, and you are saying that these points are absolutely correct. So at least now, last year, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, the officials who didn't do their job, the hospital authorities who didn't do their job, why are they not being held accountable?
I just try to understand that when you set an inquiry, we should not come to a conclusion immediately. Unless that inquiry report comes, we cannot say who is responsible right now. There are many people. It's not that 1981, you just think of it. 19 and this 20, 39 years. So the lapse is there. The fact is that I feel absolutely sorry state of affairs are going on. And therefore, the first important thing is that in the recent past, the Honorable Chief Minister was so kind that he always said that health and education will be the topmost priority in the future. And that is what he is taking step. You must appreciate that how he has dealt with the corona pandemic and the way even Dharavi's issue was upheld by the way we have tackled the corona pandemic in Dharavi was upheld everybody in the world. That is the achievement of the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, and therefore Uddhavji Thackeray is taking a keen note, very serious note of it.
Yes, but this is not the first
he
time
will
that
do
you've
it, I'm
been in
telling you
power.
right
You
now.
were in power
Whatever
earlier
happened in
as
the
well.
past,
Mr.
we cannot
Sawant,
defend
you
it.
know it and I know it. This is not the first fire
No.
tragedy that we are
But
looking
then-
at. Definitely not in hospitals. The ESIC hospital tragedy, all of us remember it, unfolded in front of our eyes as well. Same thing has happened now. And at the end of it, we always see are more audits, more checks.
No,
But the system never gets fixed. That's the whole problem. Devyani Kankoje, the system never gets fixed. Governments come and go, chief ministers come and go, and children die.
Yeah, see,
Well,
that's what I'm saying. I
am I?
never debated.
Yes,
I don't
Mr.
say-
Sawant, let
let
me
me-
take
The
that
children
question
in
to
Uttar-
Devyani. Yes.
When the children in Uttar Pradesh hospital died,
We asked them questions
When the
as well.
children
We
in
asked
Uttar
questions to
Pradesh
Mr.
died,
Yogi Adityanath
I felt the
non-stop
same
about
thing.
it, irrespective of the assurances he gives us.
I'm
Accountability
not saying- I'm
must
not
be
saying-
held everywhere, Mr.
I
Sawant.
am not saying you are. Exactly. I am not saying you have not asked the
let
question.
me begin
Yes.
by
said
offering.
I felt such a lapses are there. I am not here to. I don't want to politicize. I don't want to politicize this issue. Not at all. But I'm giving you an incident. See, this is what we feel. Very sorry. We never.
Okay. Let me bring in the other panelists as well.
Children,
Yes,
the
Devyani
child,
Kankoje,
just born
because
child
it's not a
and
problem of
dying.
today.
We
This
should
has
be-
gone
we
on for
should feel
20,
that,
30
we
years
should be
in the
Yeah.
state of Maharashtra.
Let me begin by first offering my deepest condolences to the families of those who have lost their children in this tragic incident. And allow me straight away refer to a letter which was being written by Bhandara District General Hospital in May 2020, precisely 12th of May 2020, to the government of Maharashtra, asking for the immediate sanction of rupees 1.52 crore of rupees for the installation of fire extinguisher in the hospital. The letter was lying in Mantralaya, where I really don't know where was it lying, but it was not being acted upon. And the government being the virtual government, God knows how things happen over there. So, whatever has happened today in Bhandara, 3 days back rather, the current government is solely responsible for this incident. That
No
has taken
letter
place.
was even
That is
written
number
in
one.
since
And
1981
therefore-
to 2017. Even
There
when
was
your
a-
government was in
no,
power.
forget, right, that's okay, but there was let's come back to the current situation. I'm talking about the current
good,
situation.
good, thank you,
Wasn't
at
there a letter which was being written in the month of May 2020? It was being written. Let's accept it. Nobody acted upon it for various reasons. That is also a fact of the matter. Now the government being the virtual. Let me complete.
What was the situation in the month of May
No,
in the country?
let's concentrate on the. Arvindji, with due respect, let us concentrate on what are we talking about this incident today. And let's not go to Corona and this, that and all that. We'll talk about that later. So there was a letter on the record. It was not being acted upon. That is also a fact. And
Yes.
that's the reason that whatever has happened today, we have lost 10 children in this fire, and which is so tragic for a state of Maharashtra, which is supposed to be the most progressive state of India. So therefore, the BJP and the leader of the opposition, Mr. Devendra Fadnavis ji, has asked for 3 things for the government to do. That is, number 1, give 10 lakhs of rupees to the families of those who have lost their children. Number 2, immediate sanction of rupees 1.52 crores.
No, okay, all right, that's
Immediate
fine. You can take up
sanctioning of
your
rupees
demands for compensation.
No.
I need
And
accountability. Accountability that the previous government didn't set in here and the current government is not willing to set in. Yes, this was a COVID year. Yes, our healthcare professionals have been overburdened. But somebody runs that hospital. Somebody runs the fire department there. It is somebody's job to ensure fire safety. It has been somebody's job year after year for the last 30 years, and it wasn't done. And just because it wasn't done in the 80s or the 90s or the 2000s, should we now today let these people go scot-free? Can that be an explanation? I don't think so. So while I thank our panelists because we're out of time, I hope Mr. Sawant comes back one day on this show and gives us clear answers of the accountability held once this probe is done. We are not going to leave this. 10 lives lost. People must be punished for not doing their job right. Thank you for joining us.